Millions of years ago from now, in the planet of Argent D'Nur in another realm, there were godlike beings called the Elemental Wraiths. The Argenta revered and worshipped the Wraiths and their powerful abilities. They considered Wraiths as their gods and formed the Night Sentinels to protect them. But their time of peace was not permanent. The demonic beings of hell that sought power and chaos found about the power of the Wraiths. The forces of hell attack Argent D'Nur and start a war to obtain that power. However, the Night Sentinels, empowered by the Wraiths they protected, were nearly invincible against the demonic forces of hell. Despite the defeat, the demons did not cease their efforts. Diog Grav, a hell priest, comes up with a ruse and approaches a member of the Night Sentinels who lost his only son in the war. In hopes of resurrecting his son, the Sentinel falls for the Devil's Whisper. Thus the entire dimension, including the Wraiths, were absorbed to Hell's domain. And the betrayer did get his son back as the demons supposedly promised. But only with a twist, he was resurrected as another demon who would be called the Icon of Sin in the future. There was a man who lost everything because of this. Nothing remained in his heart except for ravenous hatred. The leader of the Night Sentinels, Doomslayer. Driven by pure rage, he led his men into the depths of hell to an eternal crusade against hordes of demons to seek vengeance and blood. The war between the two worlds continued. One Seraphim saw the Doomslayer's bravery and blessed him with great power and fierce speed. With his newfound powers, the Slayer was unstoppable. He set forth without pity upon the beasts of the Nine Circles. With each battle, terrors were etched in the hearts of the demons. The demons called him the Hellwalker, Scourge of Hell, Unchained Predator. Later, Hell's greatest champion, the Titan, also fell before the Slayer's might. In this defeat, dread engulfed the demonic army. To avoid their demise, the demon priests laid a trap as their last-ditch effort to trick him. Doomslayer, so immersed in his killing spree, ended up falling into their trap. But with the Titan gone, there was none who could kill the Slayer by force. All they could do was take the Praetor suit off of the man and seal his weapon of choice, Crucible, with the warning to all of Hell that the terror must not be freed. They could only manage to entomb him in a sarcophagus, with the stigma that stated he has pierced Hell with his blade. And so there, he lies still silently, sealed within the sarcophagus. Once again, another long period of time has passed. Early 21st century Earth. Earth's resources for human survival were depleted. So mankind sought alternative energy sources and sent Union Aerospace Corporation to space. Chairman and scientist of UAC, Samuel Hayden, discovers an alternative energy source on Mars, and that was Hell energy coming out of a rift of the planet. With his protege, Olivia Pierce, Samuel discovered a way to refine Hell energy as the Argent energy. Occasionally, demons crossed over to Mars and killed UAC personnel, but Samuel could not bother because of the sake of desperation. Argent energy was capable of making energy so immense, equivalent to what a nuclear plant could produce in 1 year within seconds. He built the Argent Tower for research and created an AI, Vega, to run the facility. but exposure to unrefined argent plasma caused human body to contaminate and mutilate, or to be sick in the least. In the worst, it was capable of turning people into monstrous beings. During the research, Olivia was frequently exposed and suffered from scoliosis, making her get an exoskeleton implant. Samuel suffered from brain cancer. To avoid death, he transferred parts of his brain into a new, more powerful 3-meter-sized mechanoid body. The experimental procedure caused Olivia pain in every movement. She refused taking painkillers, believing the medicine might cloud her mind. Samuel, now a cyborg as the head director, speeded up the Lazarus Project to achieve infinite energy for the sake of mankind. They developed a filter that could refine hell energy into argent energy, and succeeded in sending the alternate fuel to planet Earth. However, Olivia, who spent her days in pain, started deviating from her original cause. She gave cybernetic augmentations to captive demons and formed a demon-worshipping cult, secretly gathering her followers. This was Olivia's ultimate desire: cure her mortal illness and ascend into a greater being. With the demon's powers, she wanted to reach godhood by being a demon herself. Samuel was not unaware of her occult obsessions, but he believed that she could control the demons. And for the Lazarus Project, he was willing to take even bigger risks to save mankind. Still, there was a reason why he was the head director. He knew he needed some kind of contingency plan, and discovered an artifact, the Helix Stone. Then, he found out about a sarcophagus that a powerful demon slayer was contained in. Samuel himself crosses over to Hell and reaches the Cardinger Sanctum with this man. The demons heard the news that someone is trying to awaken the Slayer. Untold numbers of demons rushed to prevent the release of the living apocalypse, but Samuel succeeded in acquiring the sarcophagus. Despite Olivia's opposition, he kept Doomslayer deep within the facility. The demons wanted to expand Hell's influence through Samuel and Olivia to ultimately conquer Earth and mankind. But the awakening of Doomslayer was a whole different story. To retrieve the sarcophagus, the demons began invading Mars. Olivia, who waited for this moment, intentionally released the Hell Wave to summon the demons and executed her plan to open a permanent portal between the two worlds. 60,000 UAC personnel were lost, and 80% of the facility was destroyed. Samuel saw that this was the right moment and opened the seal of the sarcophagus.
They are rage, brutal, without mercy. But you will be worse. Rip and tear until it is done.
You've returned. The only flesh and blood to walk between dimensions. Between our world and theirs.